The other day I was thinking about how we can either talk ourselves into something or we can talk ourselves right out of it. And I was thinking about when I started walking independently as a blind person. It's something that I avoided for a long time. I was really insecure about being vulnerable. I would focus on my obstacles and all the things that could possibly go wrong. And honestly, I was really worried about what people would think when they saw me walking. And I kind of like to generally look like I have it together. I don't like people seeing me when I'm vulnerable necessarily. And so I just avoided it. And then something happened. I realized that my kids were growing up and they were getting older. They weren't babies anymore. And I wanted something that required me to step outside my comfort zone. And what I wanted was for my kids to have normal experiences, particularly when it came to school. I wanted to be able to drop them off at school independently and to pick them up from school independently. And school is not far from my home, so if I could walk by myself, that was attainable. If I could walk. And that was sort of an area I really didn't go into. It was sort of like an off-limits kind of blind area. I didn't look there. I liked not looking there because looking there made me face the obstacles. It made me face what could possibly go wrong and the vulnerabilities that come along with it. And that was fine until there was something worthwhile enough for me to look there. And I realized that if I change my thought focus from what could possibly go wrong, from all of the obstacles, from the vulnerability, and embrace the positive, embrace that thing that I wanted so much, that normal experience for my kids, that moment of being able to pick them up from school and listening to them talk about their day and grumble as they walk to school because they don't want to do it. I wanted that, and that's part of parenting that I desperately wanted. And so I shifted my thoughts from being focused on the obstacles to being focused on the success and what that looked like and that it was achievable. Because the reality is we're always going to have obstacles in our lives that come up that we don't see. Being semi-prepared is healthy, but focusing on every obstacle doesn't actually help us be prepared for every obstacle. And I want to encourage you today that we all have blind spots. We all have areas that we don't look in. We're blind to them because we kind of like it that way. It's comfortable. But this can happen for anybody where we decide we want something more than that. We want a result more than we want to be blind to the process. And focusing on that result can inspire us to take the steps and take the risks necessary to get there. I'm Emily from Light of Hope Counseling, and I want to encourage you today that your results are achievable. This has been your Monday Moment of Hope.